has been the cornerstone of the community since our formal registration in 1967. Initially focused on Indian community, we have embraced a diverse membership that reflects the multicultural fabric of Hong Kong. Membership at the club is open to all nationalities. We believe sports brings peoples together. We have 2 international tennis courts, and then we have 1 badminton court. We have a gym, we have function rooms, and a restaurant serving delicious ethnic Indian food. Cricket has found a new home in India Club. In the last 4 years, we have grown from 1 net to 6 nets, and we are the only club in Hong Kong to have 6 cricket nets, of which 2 nets are with actual turf.
Actually, we started our club in 2020. That time we have only 1 junior team and 1 senior team. We have now 11 junior teams. We have Saturday League 2 senior teams, and Sunday League also we got it last year. And we have a women's team we are also getting from last 2 years. So we're doing well, and we are just improving day by day, and that's our plan is to get more teams in junior league and senior league as well.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another day of action here at the new cricket Hong Kong-China cricket match between Hong Kong-China women's team versus Malaysia cricket team, women's cricket team as well. So today we're going to be starting off with the first game of the day between Hong Kong-China women's versus Malaysia women's. So before we get started, just a quick announcement on the day. There will be 2 matches today, and we're going to be followed up with another game between Hong Kong, China versus China women's as well. So before we get started with the toss, let me introduce the 2 captains out here in the middle today. Representing Malaysia women's, we have Winifred Dursingham, and representing Hong Kong, China, we have Natasha Miles, also joined by the match referee, Gandhi Manninathan. So over to the captain of Malaysia for the toss. Excellent. So Malaysia have won the toss, and what have you elected to bowl? What have you elected to do, and why?
Okay, we elected to bowl first today, and that's the team plan, and we got what we wanted to do. As you can see, it's gloomy weather today. Yeah. And yesterday it also was a bit of rain, so I think bowling first will be a good choice.
Excellent. And today is going to be a new wicket. Have you had a chance to check it out before?
Yeah, looking like a similar wicket, but a bit of green on this pitch, but nothing different with the pitch before this.
All right. And any changes for your squad today?
Yeah, we got 1 change. Aina Najwa going out and Alia coming in, another debutant. So yeah, hope she does well today.
All the best. Great.
Thank you.
Excellent. And over to you. Yeah. And now Natasha Miles, unlucky to not win the toss today. What would you have chosen to do?
Probably would have looked to have a bat. I think we know the wicket here at Mission Road is pretty steady and keeps quite true. So we've had 2 good games where we've put a score on the board, and see if we can do that again today.
Excellent. And any changes for your side today?
We have Mariko Hill coming in for Marina Lamplau, and we have Storm Parker coming in for Dorothea Chan.
Excellent. All the best for you today, and good luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you. And there you have it from the middle following the toss. Malaysia women's have won the toss and have elected to bowl. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the 3rd day of this Hong Kong-China Women's T20I Tri-Series, sponsored by India Club. We've had the toss, and Winifred winning the toss, deciding to have a ball first. Hong Kong, surprisingly, very happy with having to bat third time in a row. We'll have the teams up for you shortly. It's gloomy today. And there we have it. That's the Hong Kong-China women's side today. Storm Parker featuring in that side. Mariko Hill coming in place of Marina Lampla. The rest of them the same. Ruchita Venkatesh, Natasha Miles, Joylene Kaur, Shenzin Shahzad, Yasmin Daswani, Carrie Chan, Alison Siu, Mariam Bibi and Ikra Saha. And the youngster, Storm Parker, getting a game for the national women's side today on a Sunday. And Malaysia, like they've done throughout this tournament, handing out another debut. That's 4 debuts in 4 games for Malaysia, which is fantastic to see. They've brought along some of their under-19 stars as well. So it's Dhanushri at the top, Noor Kareen, Masalisa, Mahira Izzati, Noor Dania, Winifred, Ariana, Natasha, Noor Kalesha, Nooreen, Asia and Noor Alia Muhammad Harun, the debutant today, and they are going to be in the action very quickly. And the players are walking out. Natasha Miles accompanying Mariko Hill. Mariko playing her first game of this tournament. And the 2 umpires in the middle, Shelton De Cruz and Renee Montgomery. And third umpire, John Prakash. And our match referee today, Gandhi Nathinathan Subramaniam. Sorry, Shankara Narayan. I got it right this time. Gandhi Mathinathan Shankara Narayan. And the match referee, it looks like it is going to be Asia to start. She normally does. That could even be Kalesha. They've had 2 new bowlers, Kalesha and Asia. And looks like it is Asia. She'll open the bowling from the softball court end. Saw her opening the bowling from the Argyle Street end previously. So she's going to bowl from the other end today. It's a new strip. And not going to be too different from the strip that we played on the first day. And the second, ready for the first ball. Nicely bowled on a length. And Natasha Miles, like she's done throughout this tournament, taking that first ball. And gets onto the front foot and defends it back down the ground. It'll be interesting to see if Hong Kong China can go past their top score of the tournament so far, 136. And Natasha has been very keen on trying to make sure that they get a bigger score. And they let China in the game on Friday. They'd be looking to make sure that they avoid that today. 2 good balls to start. That's nicely fielded. Quickly across there, the Malaysian number 3 batter. Masalisa there in the covers, and Dania at point. It's nicely bowled once again. And just about that second ball, we saw Natasha just having a little word with Mariko, just trying to get a confirmation of whether the ball wasn't really getting up or staying low. And it looks like it's not quite getting up. Looks like Natasha's left the crease a little bit as well now. Standing a little bit outside the crease. Once again, straight to point, 5 dots on the trot. That's a good start there from Malaysia. And trying to keep the Hong Kong-China women's skipper on strike, not letting her get away with her usual drop and run. And they've got to make sure that they save up this delivery. They're doing the right thing by putting that cover fielder halfway. We're playing further away from the boundary today on the offside to the right-hander. That's a very good ball, beats her on the outside edge and starts off with a maiden. Asia, good start here from Malaysia. And no runs on the board for Hong Kong in the first over. It'll be interesting to see if they start with spin or continue with pace. And they had Malaysia open the bowling with Asia the previous game. It looks like it's still pretty much going to be the same. It is Nur Malaysia. She only just made her debut in this tournament, and since being given that new ball, she's not let them take it away from her. She's bowled beautifully in the tournament so far. Comes into Mariko, balls a full toss. Ooh! Just about falling short of the fielder. Mariko would be disappointed. She would have wanted to put that one away. A full toss on that offside line, away from the stumps. Should really have put it away, but managed to hit it straight to the fielder. Much better ball this one. A bit of movement in the air there for Malaysia. Just a little bit of wobble in the air. Just keeping the batter honest. I think all these three teams, and more so maybe in associate cricket, it's almost the Achilles heel, the dot balls. And there's one more. That's 9 dot balls in a row. Starts to become quite expensive at the end of the day, with only 120 balls available to a team in the limited format. So definitely something that all these teams would be looking at and trying to make sure that they minimize the dot balls. It's once again very well bowled and good field placement there as well. Straight to the only left-hander in the Malaysian side. And that's 10 dots in a row. Malaysia would be happy. I wouldn't mind dot balls. And dot balls bring wickets. And so Marika's got to keep her wits about it. And just not try and do anything extra here. And they've eaten up deliveries, but they've got to make sure that they now play the long innings and try and catch up. It would be a massive waste if a wicket falls here. That's 11 dots on the row. Standing outside her crease, probably a foot outside her crease, just trying to negate whatever little wobble there is in the air. Oh, that's a lovely delivery. What a way to start for Malaysia. They're on the game. 2 maidens to start off a T20 game. Not sure how often that happens, but it has. Both batters are getting bad to ball, just not able to find the kind of gaps that they would like to. Asia will continue. We haven't really seen much movement, but it's just been really good lines and nothing short so far. Whoa! Good field placement. They've got a close-ish backward point. It could be just between gully and that point position. Ariana fielding there, the left-hander. And they've got a point right on the dot, on that line. And they've got a backward point as well. So they've come up with really good plans here. Comes down the track, takes on the arm. Ooh. So still, I think Malaysia would be happy. They've almost pulled the Hong Kong China women out of the box here. They're trying to keep it really tight and making them do extra here. Natasha had been on strike for a while and she needed to get off the mark. A risky single there. Oh, down the leg side. And all of a sudden, if you're patient enough, runs would start flowing. And they've got 2 in this over now. And none of the first 2 overs. And 2 of the very best here in Hong Kong, China. Natasha Miles and Mariko Hill. If anybody can catch up, it's these 2. And they've done it ever so often for Hong Kong in the past. Once again, towards that leg side, will be another easy single. That's well done. Such a psychological game, this. The game of cricket. And just that first over. Beats the bat on the offside and then carried on doing it. Yep, nice ball once again. So as soon as there was a risky single taken, the bowler missed her line as well, and they got 3 in the end. The Hong Kong China women's a bit more comfortable in terms of in the context of this tournament itself, sitting at the top with 4 points. Malaysia have to do the work. They're doing it really nicely so far. We 3 overs down and only 3 runs on the board. And also very important in terms of the field restrictions in the T20 format. You only get a couple of fielders out in just that intent there to get runs. I think Malaysia just have had a very good plan, especially against Natasha as well. She loves to drop and run, and she's very strong down the ground as well. And they haven't really gone too full to her yet for her to bunt one down the ground. And they've put enough fielders close in the circle where it's been hard for Natasha to drop and run. So good strategies here. It's a bit of cat and mouse between these 2 teams, which is good to see. Nicely bowled. Oh, misses the fielder there. Should only be 1. And throw in on the bounce there. Single off the very first ball of the 4th as well. So trying to find singles now and getting some success at it. Oh, hit that one hard. I think that should trickle away, and it will. That's the first boundary. And nicely reached in the end by Mariko. Yep, had to reach wide for that delivery. And Mariko is a big unit. Long levers, able to get that. I probably would not have reached to that one. Too short. Once again, a lack of pace there on the wicket. And the ball just not arriving as quickly as Mariko would like. But they've started to get a little bit of a move on, and a boundary would help just ease the nerves a little bit. pretty certain these two wouldn't really have much match nerves. They've been here plenty of times, both Natasha Miles and Mariko Hill. Nicely bowled there. A bit of away movement there. Very nicely bowled. She's getting a little bit of movement away from the batter. That one getting the movement, but a bit too far away from the batter there, and that's just caressed away for a boundary. At point, fielder, backward point. Look at your screens on the left, really creeping in and still walking in from there. Interesting. Should be one. Mariko wants to come back for two. Risky. And the heaven wood. Nobody at the non-striker's end. Oh, the throw went to the wrong end there. And Natasha probably just comfortable with that one, but Mariko wanted to come back. All's well that ends well. In the end, safe, no harm done to Hong Kong China. 7 off the over. It's a good over for. Oh, what a shot! That is fantastic. Brilliant shot. Much more in control of that one, and just the sound of the bat on that one. Very positive stride forward and just smashed that through the covers. Oh, beautiful downswing on that one. Lovely shot. And if she gets in, not very good signs here for Malaysia. She's one of the very strong ones. She's able to clear the fence when she wants to, and hits the ball extremely hard. Mariko Hill, 14 for no loss after 4. Starting to look much better now for Hong Kong, China. And Malaysia, after having bowled a maiden, comes in and concedes 11. And we might just see a bowling change from the other end, because Asia is still continuing from this. Oh, drop and run, chance again. Ooh, would have been very close. And this is really good cricket, guys. This is fantastic cricket. Both teams just exchanging punches. That's going back and forth and taking on Malaysia's best fielder as well. On your screens there, Marcelisa. Been a common name over the last few days. Nicely bowled, a bit of inward movement. Mariko Hill just prodding forward for a drive, checking her shot in the end, just letting that ball come. And we almost had a calamity here. I would have turned the commentator upside down with that break in the chair, but I'm fine. Nobody saw it. Ooh, beaten outside, off stump once again. Mariko Hill, very keen to get back onto ball. And I won't be surprised if she smashes the next one here. Is Malaysia going to change anything in the field? They don't. They'll just continue with it. Oh, loud appeal, and the finger goes up. Mariko was feeling for it, and Malaysia draw first blood. They've picked up Mariko Hill here, who was looking good in between, but here once again really feeling for that ball and wanting to get bat onto that delivery. Manages to get a fine tickle through to the wicketkeeper, and the wicketkeeper does the rest. Good decision there from the Malaysian skipper as well, keeping Asia on for her third over, and it pays dividends there. They've picked up the first one. 4 for 1 for Asia in a 2.4 overs. Still 2 deliveries to come. Yasmin, who's been in decent form, comes into bat and partner her skipper, Natasha Miles. 15 for the loss of 1. And 5 overs of Mariko Hill after this would have done plenty of damage, but they've been able to remove her from the wicket, and in comes Yasmin Daswani. There's going to be no lack of intent with Yasmin. She likes to work the ball around and doesn't mind being cheeky in the process. Standing outside her crease. Oh, that's a million taps just before she got ready. Testing the wicket, and probably some superstition there. Be interesting to ask her if she knows how many times she taps that bat. I counted 7. We'll ask my co-commentator once he joins me. Our director says 5. And there's a no ball. Yasmin gets a very, very nice welcome gift. There you go, Yaz. Have a go at that one. Yeah, just a foot no ball there from Asia. Free hit coming up. One delivery to go in the 5th. 16 on the board. And a wicket there. I'm pretty sure my director was counting the taps once again. Goes across, tries to swing across the line, straight to mid-on, would only be a single. And I welcome Mr. Kanan into commentary with me. How are you doing, mate?
Hello there, everyone. Good morning, and doing well on this overcast Sunday. Looks to be fine weather, relatively cool, and looks like Malaysia have had a good start so far with the ball, keeping Hong Kong to just 17 runs in their 5 overs, 1 over to come in this power play, and a very key wicket they were able to pick up of Mariko Hill cheaply as well after bowling some excellent couple of first overs.
A good delivery outside the off stump once again. They've beaten the outside edge on multiple occasions this innings already. Last over of the power play, and they've continued with Malaysia. She leaked 11, but I think a good call in the end because Mariko's out already.
Yes, I think in the last over, all of the runs come from Mariko Hill's bat. So,
oh, nicely bowled, really nicely bowled. I like the energy here from Kalesia. Since her debut, she's looked like she's a good pace bowler. She gets a bit of movement in the air as well, and has a good energy running into the crease as well. Good load up, and she's bowled well. I know Kalesia.
yeah, some good line and length that they're practicing here from the Malaysian women's team.
Shorter this time, and that would be put away. No protection back on the boundary there, and the Malaysian fielders will have to run and just pick up the ball from the boundary. What a shot by Yasmin Daswani.
Excellent shot there. Quickly onto the back foot, just sliding down onto the leg side with that ball there. And Yasmin was quick onto it, able to pick the gap. That's the second boundary here for Hong Kong, China. Would like to see some more runs come up just to ease some of the pressure, but these two are very experienced batters here in the middle, so expecting a good partnership.
Nicely bowled, but that is also very nicely played. Found that little pocket between backward and a forward point, and picks up another boundary. So Yasmin here getting a move on, a couple of boundaries in the row.
Another shorter length ball, a little bit of room outside off, and Yasmin was quick on this one also. Very strong play on the back foot and rewarded with another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries here, so a little bit of pressure on the bowler now.
And nicely played by Yasmin. Hit it to right where Daddy Daswani is. Nicely hit. She goes in that region once again, and there's Daddy Miles as well on your screens, and then we just lost the screen there. But Rodney Miles and Yasmin Daswani. Yasmin Daswani's dad also in attendance, watching her daughter play. So happy dads. Signaled wide by umpire Renee Montgomery. Just pushing it a bit too wide. Just flirting with that wide marker.
Just able to get a little bit of shape. Still, the weather is overcast, so just a little movement.
Oh, misfield again at mid-off. Allows them a single. It was a hit. Very, very hard there. And looks like Yasmin is in the mood today. She's swinging the bat nicely. She's already moved on to 10 of 9 deliveries, and that's the end of the power play. After 6, it's 27 for the loss of 1.
The umpire signals the end of the first power play. Now the fielding restrictions are off. And we see the immediate change in the bowling.
And it's going to be Noor Dania, who's going to come into ball from the softball court end. She's been one of the bowlers that Malaysia have gone to. She was the bowler who bowled the super over as well. Starts off with a back of length delivery, which is hit back to the bowler herself. There's plenty of off spinners here, Kanan. Oh, playing a miss outside off stump. This one just going through with the arm. We haven't really seen a lot of spin. I think the only bowler to really get some bite off the wicket was Joylene Kaur for Hong Kong, the right arm off spinner. Otherwise, we haven't really seen a lot of movement in terms of after pitching spin. Hit out to sweeper cover.
That's right, Asif. Just having a look at the wicket today, a newer wicket today, following the matches from earlier in the Tri-Series. So a fresh wicket, a little bit more grass cover, probably holding it firmly for the moment. Will be interesting to see how the spinners go.
Oh, a bit of a misfield from Ariana. Doesn't allow any runs, so no harm done in the end. And Natasha Miles there is trying to shimmy down the track and get to the ball. Just getting a little outside edge. Oh, how did that miss the stumps? Might be very interesting to see where that ball actually went from. Probably bounced just behind Natasha and over the stumps. And the keeper missed it as well.
Played it very late there. I felt just able to get some batter glove onto it.
Once again, it's straight to that point, backward point position, where it's Tanushri Philly. She's been in the thick of the things as well, Tanushri in the field. Plenty of running for her. It looks like it's going to be Mahira coming into ball at number 55. I've memorized my numbers over the last 2 days. Sorry, Kanan, you missed out. You can ask me if you want any information.
I will always do.
She's an off spinner. She hasn't really picked up a truckload of wickets, but she's been consistent.
Yes, the first over spin was very effective, just 2 runs from the last one. So will be interesting to see how it continues from the other end as well.
Once again, the ball not really arriving in Tash there, just a bit too early into her shot. Just chops down on it in the end. Down the leg side, swept away straight to the fielder. Noreen, the fielder there. Another one who debuted during this tournament in the very first game. So 4 debutants in 4 games for Malaysia.
Good to see fresh talents getting the opportunity.
Oh, picking it up right from the middle stump and working it away with the wrists down to long on for a single. 12 of 14 for Yasmin Daswani. Great thing about Hong Kong China would be, I mean, it might not be a rollicking start, but they're always going to hang in there, and somehow with the likes of Kerry Chan, the likes of Mariam Bibi, they are able to give it a little push towards the end, and somehow are starting to find that late 25-30 runs in the last 3-4 overs. So they have that advantage, but they've still got to get a move on and try and oh, chance! Oh, clean pickup, and would have been very, very interesting. Myra Izzati there just fails to pick it up clean.
Good bowling though, a couple of risky singles.
And another misfield. Malaysia can ill afford to become complacent in the field. And they've got to just stay on the game, really. Got to make sure that they're saving every single run that they can.
Yes, but definitely Malaysia's work making the Hong Kong women's batters work very hard for every run. So it will be very interesting to see when the shackles break.
It's hit nicely. Noreen puts in the dive. A brilliant fielding there. She's been a very, very good fielder through this tournament. She rates her bowling higher than any other department, but her fielding has been extremely impressive. She's put her body on the line. She's taken some really good catches. And once again, her fielding prowess on show. Goes back on the back foot, punches it down the ground once again. And Udania, 5 off her 1.2 overs so far. Oh, that is very nicely bowled. Looked like a bit of a tickle onto the pads. A little bit of an inside edge onto the pads, I reckon. Natasha Myers, they're just trying to turn it around on the leg side for a single. It's looking leg side as well. And they've got a mid-wicket back on the fence. Comes down, hits it very hard. Fielder back there.
Good intention there by Natasha, just stepping into the ball, trying to get a little bit more pace onto it. I think the ball is just sticking into the wicket a little bit here, making it a little bit harder for the two in the middle.
Straight to Dhanashri there at a backward point. Yeah, it's kind of slow in terms of how it comes off the wicket. And batters have rarely been beaten for pace. It's been more the lack of pace that has beaten the batters. A deep extra cover in place. Asia there runs in nicely and keeps that to 1. 5 off Noor Dania's second over. It's 38 for the loss of 1 for Hong Kong China women in this Hong Kong China T20I bilateral series sponsored by the India Club. Looks like Amara is going to continue. Yes, she is.
A very good start here for Team Malaysia. I think they'll be very happy with keeping Hong Kong relatively low with just 38 runs from the 9 overs so far.
Straight to Nurdania. Sorry, not Nurdania, Nureen. And just gets the long barrier in the way of that one. Hit hard down the ground once again for a single. And that's the nursery once again. I mean, the positive thing about Malaysia is they haven't been afraid to hand out debuts, and they've allowed those debutants to actually come in and actually show a bit of their skill as well. Girls like Noor Khalesha playing for the first time. Noreen in that first game picking up a 4-for on debut. Khalesha picking up some wickets, opening the bowling again today. So probably planning for the long term, Malaysia. Treven should be able to get down in time. She does. So no singles available there. Once again, another dot ball. And Malaysia, all they need to do is just keep on piling on the dot balls, and pressure will start to tell. The score, though, not too different from most of the games that we've seen. The first 10 overs have been slightly similar. Oh my goodness, that's inside edged and running away down to. Oh, very interesting. Goes into the wicket-keeper's account. 2 byes.
A little shuffle down there, but seems to not be able to get anything. And neither did the wicketkeeper behind the wickets. Able to run 2 byes there. Another miss. And it's right through the wicketkeeper again. And Natasha able to run back for the second. A pair of byes there for Hong Kong China. Good ball there, but unfortunate, not able to keep it to the dots.
And that's a couple of stumpings missed there by the Malaysian wicketkeeper, and that will get us to our first drinks break of day 3 of cricket in this women's T20I series, hosted by Hong Kong China and sponsored by, there on your screen, India Club. We'll be back in a minute.
Club has been the cornerstone of the community since our formal registration in 1967. Initially focused on Indian community, we have embraced a diverse membership that reflects the multicultural fabric of Hong Kong. Membership at the club is open to all nationalities. We believe sports brings peoples together. We have 2 international tennis courts, and then we have 1 badminton court. We have a gym, we have function rooms, and a restaurant serving delicious ethnic Indian food. Cricket has found a new home in India Club. In the last 4 years, we have grown from 1 net to 6 nets, and we are the only club in Hong Kong to have 6 cricket nets, of which 2 nets are with actual turf.
Actually, we started our club in 2020. That time we have only 1 junior team and 1 senior team. We have now 11 junior teams. We have Saturday League 2 senior teams, and Sunday League also we got it last year. And we have a women's team we are also getting from last 2 years. So we're doing well, and we are just improving day by day, and that's our plan is to get more teams in junior league and senior league as well.
welcome back after the quick drinks break. And Hong Kong, China are put into bat by Malaysia today after winning the toss, electing to bowl. Hong Kong, China looking to bat anyway and looks to be in a solid foundation so far.
And once again hit down the ground straight to Noreen. And if you look at it, I mean, it's the first 2 overs that were maidens. So they've got 45 in the next 8 overs, which is good going. And they did lose Mariko Hill. Things would have been very different if she was still out there. But Hong Kong, China still doing a very good job. Oh, that gets the bat of Yasmin on the non-strikers end. She's got a good middle on the back of the bat as well.
Fortunate there was a close fielder nearby. Could have easily bounced off Yasmin's bat there and popped up in the air, but fortunately no damage and able to run across for the single.
Yeah, if I was Natasha and I had got caught like that, I would have asked Yasmin to walk off because she is the last person to hit the ball.
Came off both the bats there. Wonder how that decision would have gone.
Yep. Haven't seen it too often. We've seen it a few times in international cricket.
Pulled away. Just the single. Good arm there in the deep.
And it looks like it's Myra on the boundary there. Good arm. I only feel a little bit for Dania. Smashed into her hands. Full toss straight to the fielder. And once again,
some very good field placements, I think, today by Malaysia. Both the batters have been picking the fielders, not able to get the gaps. There you go. A little bit of a chase for the deep cover and gets around, keeping it just to the 2.
once again just missing a line a bit of too wide for Malaysia's liking. Once again, too wide, and that one is drilled, and I think that is going to beat the fielder. Is it? No, it's not. Asia puts in the slide. It's really good back and forth between these two teams, but in the end, Hong Kong China get 7 off the first after the drinks, so a good start. They get to 50 as well, 52 for the loss of 1 for Hong Kong China after 11.
Good over after the break. Natasha Miles also just picking it up, looking to keep the scoreboard ticking and bringing up the 50 for Hong Kong China. A very good foundation here by these two, and as you mentioned, with the likes of Mariam Bibi, Carey to come up in the lineup later on, will be interesting to see how they're able to extend and push this total into the 130s.
A very happy Lemon Chung on your screens there. Chance of a run out, chance of a run out! Oh, I think that's the hands that got the stumps. The ball, I don't think, hit the stumps at all. Just ricocheted off the hands, and another close call there for Malaysia. They've got to find some brilliance, because if these two stay there for 15 overs, we saw what happened in the first game. Carrie Chan and Mariam Bibi both played some really good cameos down the order. Marcelisa bowling for the first time. She is the person to go to for Malaysia. She's into her 70 games plus, if I'm not wrong. She's played more than 70 games. Oh, that is hit hard. And Asia, work for Asia to do. They want to come back for the second. Calls of yes and then calls of no.
Quick work in the deep there to keep the runs to just a single. very experienced campaigner for Malaysia, bowling now.
Oh, nicely played, really nicely played. Just waited on that one and hit it just behind the point. Wants to come back for the second and comes back safely in the end. This is good from Natasha Miles. And how many times have we seen this? She's been in the runs. Hope I don't jinx her, but she's got a 40 and a 52. She's averaging 92 in this tournament. Got 100 the last time they went out of Hong Kong. So she's been in amongst the runs and leading by example. The skipper. Very nice. Really, really nice cricket. Just letting the ball come up, hit the stickers and get across for a single.
Yes, Natasha Miles seems to be settled in there. She's played 30 odd balls now, so trying to be very comfortable. Strong shot straight to the square leg fielder. No runs.
Yep, Nurudania there. No runs there, and that should bring another over to an end. It's 58 for the loss of one after 12 overs.
Looks to be a change in the bowling again. Looks to be the skipper herself coming into the attack.
Very interesting, Kanan. She hasn't bowled in the tournament so far. Starts off nicely, should just be a single. And looks like the fielders are going to put in a little bit more effort when the skipper is bowling.
Always good to show a little bit of effort. Help your skipper continue to help the team.
It's nicely played, nicely played. It should run away for 4, just behind point. That will run away to the boundary for 4. Good shot there by Yasmin Daswani. Gets another boundary to her name.
Very useful boundary here for Hong Kong, China. Boundaries have dried up. I think just the third boundary so far in this innings. And brilliantly played by Yasmin behind square, picking up the boundary there.
So just some stats here. And another one that I think should run away to the boundary, and it will. Well done, Yasmin Daswani moves into the 30s with that boundary.
Another excellent shot there, just again waiting on it, a little bit of width on offer, able to cut it away into the boundary on the offside. Yasmin, now back-to-back boundaries again. I think even the last time she got a pair of boundaries when she was in the middle early in the first half of the innings.
Nicely fielded so far, not really working out too well for the skipper of Malaysia. And it's not working out too well for me either. Please, can I have a change of chair, please? Thank you very much. I'm not sure what this one gonna do, but
into the gap. Just the one there for Yasmin.
So just before the last ball, just running into some stats. So for last 8 games, Natasha Miles' lowest score has been 40. She's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 50s in the last 8 times that she's batted. So that is some sublime form there from the Hong Kong China women's skipper. She looks very comfortable with her game. She knows what she's doing.
That'll bring up the end of the 13th over. And Hong Kong, China are 69 for 1. A solid foundation with 7 overs to go. Sure, there'll be some discussions to see how they will move on in the final 7 overs of the innings.
Back of a length, walked away towards that leg side. They should be able to get through for a single. Natasha turns it over to Yasmin once again. Really complementing each other here, these two.
Yes, these two have built a very good relationship out there in the middle, understand how both of them play. Moving across, played it behind square, no fielder in the deep on the leg side, running away. It just doesn't have the legs on it to get to the boundary. Picks up a pair there for Yasmin. Good adjustment there, moving across, playing it behind. Just keeping the bowler in check, not letting them get comfortable in a line and length.
Play and a miss there from Yasmin Daswani. And Marcelisa, the bowler.
A good opportunity there. Something wide outside off. Would have loved to get some bat on there.
Oh, direct hit would have been close, but I reckon she might just have made it in by an inch or so.
Quick running there between the wickets by these two. Taking on the challenge, putting the pressure on the Malaysian team.
Once again, looking to go to the non-strikers end. And Yasmin Daswani hasn't been in a bad patch herself. She's been batting well as well. Her last 4 scores read 35, 53, not out, 34 and 28. So another 35 today.
Yes, these two seem to be amongst the runs, and as they should be, right at the top of the innings for Hong Kong, China. Setting good foundations and easing the pressure for the rest of the lineup to come in, to play more freely. Always important to have 1 or 2 of the top order to go on to make a good contribution. And these two have surely done it again here.
Oh, nicely held between the legs there. And that bounced right in to the keeper. Another chop on down to the ground by Natasha.
Played into the deep. Pick up another single there.
So what's the score that Malaysia would be comfortable chasing? The skipper has spoken about 110 throughout the tournament. But that's been the score that they've been looking to set. And I'm pretty certain with this platform, Hong Kong China Women's should get past that 110 mark. the 5.3 overs to go in this innings. It's very nicely bowled. This over, her lengths have been very good. Myra.
Very good bowling so far. Into her third over already. Only 9 runs conceded so far. Showing good variation. Not letting either of the two in the middle get comfortable.
Comes down, punches it down the ground. Noreen at long off does the cleanup. Malaysia have put fielders in the right areas to patrol, but I think just as soon as Yasmin came in, they've have been able to find pockets at regular intervals. Oh, another misfield at that backward point position. Dhanushri there. It's been a bit of a mixed bag in terms of how well they've caught on to the ball in that first attempt, but that's the end of 15. After 15, it's 78 for the loss of 1, and I'm going to leave you alone for the last 5 overs, mate. Good luck.
Thank you, Asif. And to go into the final back end of the Hong Kong-China women's batting innings. Will be interesting to see how they move forward. A little bit short of a length, pulled off into mid-wicket for a single. As Masalisa continues into her third. Very tidy bowling here by Malaysia, not a lot of extras. Good line. And well played there by Natasha, just caressing it onto the offside, using the pace of the delivery, playing it late, picking up a pair. A very steady innings here today by Natasha. 26 from her 38 deliveries. Did the hard work of watching the ball, getting set in. A little bit short, cutaway into the deep. Sweeper out there in the middle. Run and call for 2, risky there, but the throw was a little bit short. Yasmin able to get back to the non-strikers and comfortably in the end. These two in the middle, quick between the wickets. Very interesting delivery. Just a little bounce, slow reaching Natasha there. Just able to get some bat and run across for another single. No dot balls here. I think Hong Kong, China have made that effort and change in intention to make sure no more dot balls. Thick edge there, flies off behind, and it runs away into the board of India Club, the sponsors. And that's another boundary there for Yasmin Daswani. Played hard, slashed, finding the edge, and rewarded with the boundary. A very good over here for Hong Kong, China. Trying to shuffle across there. And Masalisa, little bit of adjustment, just a little bit too wide. Umpire right on top, signaling the wide. Punched hard, good fielding there at the covers. Just a single to end off the 16th over. Very productive over here for Hong Kong, China. They are 84 for 1 at the end of the 16th.
Looks to be a quick adjustment in the score. Just been updated that it is actually 90 for 1 at the end of the 16th over. Just calibrate all of our scorecards for the viewers. Myra to continue. Shuffling down the ground. Another single there for Yasmin. Shuffling down again, down the ground, straight to the captain at long on. Very good batting here by Hong Kong China. Not a lot of risk taken and able to get up to 92. Yasmin shuffling a long way across, trying to get it on the leg side. Chase down there for the fielders. Able to just get to as the ball just dies right before the boundary line. And we should be there with the updated scores on screen now. Yasmin moves on to 46. Brilliant partnership here by the two out there in the middle. Another step down and a missed opportunity. Myra with her hands on her head knows that was a chance just there, an opportunity to break this partnership up. But she gets back to her bowling lineup, ready for the next one. Another one straight to the fielder, pick up a single. Brings back Natasha for the final delivery of the 17th. Pulled away. And a single to finish off the over. 6 from it. Good over there. As Hong Kong China move on to 96 for 1 at the end of 17. With 3 overs to go. Will be very interesting to see how these two approach it. Expect a little bit more aggression. Trying to make the most of the final 18 deliveries of their batting innings. Spin will continue from the Argyle Street end. And there's a big shot over square leg. The fielder at mid-wicket comes around to cut it off. Noordania into her final over. Very economical. 16 so far. Punched off the back foot straight to the captain. Trying to play it just on the leg side. Pick up a quick single, run across. And that will bring up the 100 for Hong Kong China. A very good foundation by these two. But moving a long way across to get that ball onto the leg side. A misfield there by square leg. Just a single for Yasmin. Another sweep shot there protection in the deep. Keeps it to the single. Flighted outside off, brilliantly played into the covers. And another pair for Yasmin, and that brings up a well-played 50 for Yasmin. Brilliant innings, great temperament, and an excellent partnership there as the dugout and teammates all celebrate. Great effort there by Yasmin, joining the skipper out in the middle and building a brilliant partnership here between the two. That will be the end of Noor Dania. 4 overs for 21. No wickets for her today. Just get back alive with 2 overs to go. Asia will be back into the attack for 1 more over. Her final over. 6 for just her 3 overs so far. Starts off with a loosener. Just getting a little bit of shape away. A little bit too far outside off. Oh, steps down and a brilliant shot through the covers, powerfully struck. No chance there for the fielder at short cover as it races away to the boundary. Excellent shot by the skipper. Good shot, just a little bit of a shuffle onto the leg side, giving her some more room to punch it through, and gets the full face of the bat. Rewarded with another boundary. Hong Kong, China pushing that total closer to that 120, 130 mark, which will be a very competitive total here. A little bit cheeky there, just using the pace, playing it above the head of the wicketkeeper. Probably not enough pace on that, just picking up the single there. That will bring back Yasmin onto the strike. Now with her 50 under the belt, will be interesting to see how she goes about the next few deliveries. Also deciding to shuffle across, a little bit more on that, and the ball races away to the boundary. Similar shot attempted, and maximum rewards for Yasmin. Yasmin using the pacer delivery, shuffling outside off, getting down on one knee, and able to get the boundary down to deep, fine leg. Another boundary there. She pushes her total to 54. 2 boundaries so far from this over. Very different to her first 3 overs from Asia. Much better line, just outside the off. A little bit of shape away as well. Big hit there, pulled away. Work for the mid-wicket fielder and is gone for 4. Brilliant shot there by Yasmin. And she's into the runs now. Just a couple of steps down. Pulled hard, pulled strong. And gets that boundary in the mid-wicket region. An excellent over here for Hong Kong, China. Ooh, just a false start there. 14 runs coming from it so far. One more delivery to go. Shuffles across again onto the leg side. Chase down there for the fielder. Able to stop the boundary. Oh no. As the umpire does signal the 4. It did run away, and a very expensive over and an excellent over for Hong Kong, China. We take a look at that again. Just getting a step onto the rope as she was pulling it back in. And an excellent over there for Hong Kong, China, as they move on to 121 for 1 at the end of 19 overs. One more to go. 18 coming from the penultimate over there. Excellent one, exactly what Hong Kong, China would have wanted. A late flurry to finish off. Take that positive energy into the dugout. Strong hit into the covers, the misfield, and quick running there between the wickets. Both of these very watchful, and complete 2 over there. Big hit down the ground, and Yasmin running back for the second, risky, and the throw not there to the wickets, and they're able to run 2 again. Very good running here by Yasmin and Natasha. Up in the air and safely taken by Masalisa. A good catch in the end, and the skipper does depart. Trying to swing it hard, just gets a leading edge, and good reactions by the bowler Masalisa to just come back and complete the catch. A very brilliant innings by the skipper Natasha Miles. 44 from her 51 deliveries, and Hong Kong, China have a very good total there. With 3 balls remaining, we will welcome Kerry Chan out into the middle. We'll be having a full license to swing with 3 deliveries to go. Not a lot of time to set yourself in. Just gotta see the ball, play the ball. Just the second wicket there for Malaysia. Hard to pick up wickets. Hong Kong, China have not given many chances. Although some risky singles. Outside of that, very smart cricket. Full toss on the full. And that has been deposited long way back over a long on. A brilliant shot first up. As you can hear the crowds and the dugout scream. Picked up on the full. No problem for Carey as she places it over a long on for a maximum. And that's the first 6 of the innings for Hong Kong, China. And an excellent first delivery for her as 131 comes up. Pulled away. Yasmin trying to run back for the second. Throw into the striker's end. And Carrie Chan able to run back. That's the second maximum for Carrie Chan so far in this series. Very powerful hitter there. Yasmin running hard to bring her back on strike for one more chance at the ball. Taking a good step outside. Another big hit to the fielder. And just the one. Good throw. And the innings ends with a single. Good shot there by Carrie. Straight to the fielder, and that will be the end of the Hong Kong-China women's batting innings. And that will be the end of their batting innings. Hong Kong-China put up 134 for the loss of 2 at the end of their 20 overs. And Yasmin Daswani, top scorer, 62, not out. And we'll be back in 10 minutes for the next innings of Malaysia women's batting.
Has been the cornerstone of the community since our formal registration in 1967. Initially focused on Indian community, we have embraced a diverse membership that reflects the multicultural fabric of Hong Kong. Membership at the club is open to all nationalities. We believe sports brings peoples together. We have 2 international tennis courts, and then we have 1 badminton court. We have a gym, we have function rooms, and a restaurant serving delicious ethnic Indian food. Cricket has found a new home in India Club. In the last 4 years, we have grown from 1 net to 6 nets, and we are the only club in Hong Kong to have 6 cricket nets, of which 2 nets are with actual turf.
Actually, we started our club in 2020. That time we have only 1 junior team and 1 senior team. We have now 11 junior teams. We have Saturday League 2 senior teams, and Sunday League also we got it last year. And we have a women's team we are also getting from last 2 years. So we're doing well, and we are just improving day by day, and that's our plan is to get more teams in junior league and senior league as well.
The umpires are now making their way into the ground. The players are ready to go. Hong Kong China batting first. They've set up a healthy total on the board. 134, 135 to win for the Malaysian women to get points on the board and try and stay in the hunt for that berth in the final. Interesting to see who the two batters are going to be. One's looking like it's Dhanushri, and with Dhanushri, we'll wait and see who her partner is. Ikra Saha, like usual, just warming up. She'll be opening the bowling for Hong Kong China. It looks like it's Noor Khaireen who's opening the batting with Dhanushri. She'll be at the non-strikers end. Dhanushri will take that first ball. It looks like all these Malaysian batters, every time they've come out, they've taken a middle stump and an off-stump guard. Generally been standing at middle stump, but just trying to make sure that they take that off-stump guard as well. Ikra Sahar will get the ball to go away. It's still overcast conditions. Still a bit cloudy. So Ikra, who's generally always got movement. It'll be interesting to see how she bowls. And there should be a little bit of movement in the air there for Ikra Sahar. And they've got a slip in place like they've done throughout this tournament. Something I think Mamta Maben has brought in with this women's side. They've got to learn to bowl at places where they can bring in those catching fielders, especially the slip cordon. It's something that's not very often in place in associate women's cricket. But Mamta Maben definitely trying to raise the bar here for the girls. Here we go for the first ball. Oh, lovely away swinger, and the finger goes up. First ball decision from Renee Montgomery. Up goes the finger. Ikra has one off the very first delivery. Away movement, yes, definite outside edge, and nicely held by Yasmin Daswani. Wicket off the very first delivery for Ikra Sahar, so she is definitely going to get movement, and it's going to be harder and harder for Malaysia now. Ikra Sahar with a wicket on her very first delivery. It's going to be dangerous. It's a proper confidence booster there for any bowler. First ball wicket. Seeing that ball move away from the right-hander. And looks like it's the skipper. She's opened the batting in a couple of games. Came down the order in the third, and today decides to come at the fall of that very first wicket. Hasn't really been able to kick on with the runs though, so it'll be interesting to see how she goes. Contrasting stories for both the skippers. Whereas Natasha Miles, she's really been the one laying the platform for Hong Kong China's late flourish. She's done it for 9 games now. Her lowest in the last 9 games that she's played is 40 runs, which was at the first game of this tournament. And for Winifred, the runs haven't been so easy to come by. Oh, really nice channel. Really very well bowled there. Starting on that 5th stump and going away further. And left alone by Winifred. Malaysia themselves started with a couple of maidens. Couldn't really pick up that wicket, but Ikra Sahar, she's really come in and bowled a good channel already. Oh, a bit of an inside edge. Maybe just getting a little bit greedy there, Ikra Sahar. Just trying to get that little banana swing going. And turning the batter inside out. It's a beautiful sight when the bowlers are able to really angle one in towards that leg stump that goes away and knocks the off ball over. It doesn't happen every day. No, outside edge there. First runs on the board for Malaysia there. Storm Parker with her first contribution to this tournament. Picks that one up at the boundary on Happy Chappy. Storm Parker. And Kyrene, who also debuted in this tournament. Will face up across Sahara. Yep, once again getting a little bit too greedy. And just pushing it down the leg side. Yes, Ikram, I agree. If that comes back and hits the stumps, it's going to be absolute elation. But that one didn't really come back as much as Ikram wanted. Just drifted down the leg side. Nice comfortable run to the wicket. Oh yes, lovely movement away once again. Beats Nur Kyrene on the offside this time. That's the end of the over. After one, it's 2 runs on the board with a wicket down for Malaysia. And 9 wickets remaining in their bag now. And now Malaysia have an uphill task ahead of them. Alison Sue will open the bowling from the other end. Another right arm pace bowler. She's added a bit of in-swing to her bowling, or at least she's been trying to. Generally gets the ball to go away, and she bowled really well towards the end yesterday against the game, in the game against China, which got a little bit too close for comfort for Hong Kong. In the end, she came in and defended the runs very nicely. Away movement, slight away movement, not as much as standing just a wee bit outside the crease there. Nicely played. Playing it from the exact position she's standing, not really getting on top of that one. Timed it nicely though. How exciting would it be if Winifred here puts together a very, very good innings and gets her team over the line? That would be a good story for Malaysia. Once again driven, but straight to the fielder. Mariam Bibi at that short extra cover position. Oh, that one didn't really bounce. Skidded through, stayed low. In comes Alison Sue again, once again driven nicely, but once again to the same fielder. And that's 5 dots to start off for Alison. Still a slip in place from Natasha Miles. Nicely bowled. That should end the over as a maiden. So another maiden in this game, 3rd one in the game so far. And Alison Sue starts off really, really nicely. So Hong Kong, China, after putting up a good score, really that late flourish. And once again, we saw Kerry Chan come in and bang one out of the middle of the bat and sent it soaring over the ropes. She's the only one with a couple of sixes. The other one from Masalisa, if I'm not wrong, and one from Meng Yu, the skipper of China. Outside edge, oh, just does not carry. Thing just fell short of Natasha Miles in the slips there. Great bowling by Krasa, just making use of her fielders. Oh yeah, just died down on Natasha Miles there. But that is a very good bowling there, bringing the slip into play. That is very good positive signs for Hong Kong, China. Loving watching that. A good sight for the bowler as well. A bit too full, getting a bit too greedy every now and again, Ikra Saha. And just trying to go for that magic delivery. She needs to just stick to that outside off some channel and keep it going away. And let the batters draw themselves in to playing an expensive shot. Shorter this time, and once again not a lot of bounce. This one staying down once again. Winnie there, not too happy with the wicket. Just worked out and gave it a little tap. Bounce for me, please. But we've had a very consistent bounce throughout the day so far. I mean, Hong Kong, China have another play and a miss. Hong Kong, China have put up 134 on the board, so still one of the better scores of the tournament. Hong Kong, China put up 136 on at day one, and they've put up 134. So this is a definite improvement from our average scores over the last few years. There's definitely some good work being done. Once again, a bit too full. They want the single and not there. A good hunting there by the fielders on the offside. So rushing in to make sure that they don't allow any pressure to ease off of this Malaysian pair. And third over, last ball to go, and only 3 runs on the board. And with a wicket lost, Malaysia would be starting to feel the heat a little bit now. It's a little chilly today. Once again, straighter lines this time, and that'll end the over with just 1 off it. After 3, it's 3 for 1. Kyrene will be on strike, and looks like it is still going to be Alison Siu. She started off with a maiden, and it's all of a sudden starting to look a little bit too hard now for Malaysia. They need 132 off 102 deliveries. Still very, very possible, but one of the batters has to play an innings like Yasmin Daswani, more than a run a ball and a few boundaries here and there. They've got to start to come sooner rather than later. Really full toss once again, just bunting that full toss back straight to a fielder. They'll need to start making use of deliveries that are a bit loose on in terms of the length. Anything short or really full. This one is driven once again. More flow to the bat this time, but better length on that occasion from Alison Siu. And I think for Hong Kong, China, they've just got to make use of this wicket. Yes, there's a little bit And low bounce, a little bit of a low bounce, but yeah, this one going away. I think Malaysia started off the tournament nicely with a win, but didn't bat particularly well in that game as well. Oh, really nice movement. Very good. Really good channel outside the off stump. Yeah, so Malaysia also having themselves to blame really for that loss against China, which went down to a super over. China getting over the line in the super over. And they only had 85 as the target, but just failed to. And that is taken at a point. A second catch there for Ikra in the tournament at that point position. And Alison Siu, without having conceded a run, picks up her first wicket as well. Unfortunate there for Noor Khaireen. She was going nowhere with the scoring. And this one just a little dolly to Ikra Saha. Much easier than the first one she took, diving towards the left. And in walks the favorite of the broadcast team, Marcelisa, walking in at number 4 today. And she's done the bulk of the scoring for Malaysia. She's already got a 50 to her name in this tournament. So she's been in amongst the runs like she always is. Allison, 1 wicket for no runs in 1.5 overs. You'd buy that speller bowling any day of the week. And no matter who you're playing against, you'd always love a spell as such. It comes into Marcelisa. Nice channel once again outside the off stump. Marcelisa just lets it go through to the wicketkeeper, and the end of another maiden, this time a wicket maiden for Alison Siu. That's 4 overs gone, 3 runs on the board, 2 wickets down now. 132 required off for 96 deliveries is going to be an uphill task. And it looks like Ikra Saha is going to continue. Surprisingly, in that game against China, Ikra Saha, who bowled 2 overs for 6 runs, were not called back in for another spell, and bowled only a couple of overs. She's already picked up a wicket for 3 runs, so she is going to get her 3rd today. And she has to do her run-up once again, and just aborting that delivery. And a good energy on the field. Plenty of smiles. They can afford a smile or 2, especially in the position that they are in right now. And they've put scores on the board, and their bowlers have lived up to the expectation. They know the wickets here. They know the lines and lengths to bowl on these wickets, and are they doing it nicely? Yeah, just that signal from Winifred, who's 1 off 15, has been a struggle for this tournament. Definitely has to go back to the drawing board and work on some of the things that haven't really worked out. Good thing for this event to be broadcast live as well, so there's plenty of information available for players to go back to and have a look and try and work on things. Good delivery, really full, but driven straight back down the ground for no run once again. Plenty of plays and misses just inside this first power play. 5th over, only 3 runs on the board. Scoring at less than a run an over. Just can't afford to do that for Malaysia. Chops it down to 3rd man. Nicely bowled. And I'm pretty certain after this the first spell from the two opening bowlers. We're going to see Storm Parker into the attack. Good situation for her to come into and not really have much of a pressure of saving the chase, and just let herself go and ball like she normally does. That'll be a good experience for her as well. Still only 14 years of age. Storm Parker. Another one drifts down the line. And leg side delivery once again. Ikra Saha, second wide for her. Both coming on the leg side. Very similar deliveries. Having worked with Ikra a little bit, she does get very sweaty palms. So every now and again there are times when she just loses the grip a little bit, staying inside her crease there. Lisa. And that ends up being a good Yorker. Not sure if Ikra Saha was intentionally trying to ball that up in the block hole. Yeah, there you see, just blowing onto her hands, trying to dry her hands out. Remaining in her third over. Just inside that tram line on the offside. Last delivery of the fifth over, and only 5 on the board. 2 of them being extras. Oh, lovely delivery, turned her inside out. Lovely ball, and it brings a smile on the batter's face as well. There's not much she could have done about that one. She would have done really well to have edged that one, but in the end got nothing on it, straight through to the wicket keeper. And with that joins me Kanan for his second spell in comms. What are you feeling now, mate? 5 runs on the board, 2 wickets down for Malaysia. In a bit of bother here.
Thank you, Asif. Yes, it seems to be a very good start here by Hong Kong China. Bowling right on the mark. Both the opening bowlers, Ikra and Alison Siu, with good line and length, making it very difficult for either of the 2 batters in the middle to get comfortable. Definitely the pressure's on Malaysia to get things moving. And into her third over, Alison.
The wicketkeeper standing up this time. Very interesting. I think it's just that maybe they're thinking that the ball is not really getting up, and she wants to stand up to the stumps, but it's a hard job when the ball is staying low. Interesting. So far, Alison hasn't conceded a run. Picks up a second wicket, Alison Siu. That's given by umpire Shelton de Cruz. The right finger goes up, and the right decision to come up to the stumps from Yasmin Daswani. Good catch there. A tiny bit of deflection into the keeper's gloves. And Winifred has to walk for a 20-ball 2-run. Another wicket for Hong Kong China women's team.
Big wicket there of the skipper. Very good bowling here by Alison. Good line there just outside off, asking the batter to try and fetch it outside, and able to get just a little tickle, and good handiwork there by Yasmin to complete that catch.
In walks Myra at number 5. She can bat as well. But I think with that wicket off the very first delivery, the Hong Kong China women's team have just been up and about just a little bit more than the Malaysian side. I mean, lost a wicket off the very first ball. Just that confidence thing with the players. They've got their tails up and they are actually hunting right now. Alison and Ikra in tandem. Alison comes in again to Myra Izzati. Yasmin still standing up to the stops. Ikra Saha picks it up at a point. Still no runs off 15 deliveries from Alison Siu and a couple of wickets. What a spell of bowling this is.
Strong bowling indeed. 2 back-to-back maidens and continuing her efforts here in the third.
And runs off her bowling for the first time. Went through the covers. Be able to come back for 2. Kerry Chan picking that one up. Running back from mid-off. Nicely timed there by Myra Izzati. Good stride forward.
Good intention there. And it's really important for Team Malaysia to try and have a partnership. Try to get some runs on the board.
Good delivery movement once again, and this time Shenzin Shahzad at that cover position gets across and keeps it down to naught. And that's really good from Hong Kong China. This might as well just be one of their best power play efforts in terms of keeping the runs down and picking up wickets with the ball. And driven hard once again, and this would be a good chase once again for Kerry Chan. Just laid a little bit too soon, Kerry Chan. She's a very good fielder herself, Kerry Chan, and that's the end of another over after 6. It's 9 for the loss of 3 for Malaysia, in heaps of trouble.
A very slow power play there by Malaysia. Hong Kong China will be very proud of the effort they have given so far. Picking up wickets, not giving any easy shots or runs for Malaysia. Restricting them to just the 9 runs from the first 6 overs. With the fielding restrictions back, Hong Kong China still electing to keep the pressure in.
Ikra Saha to finish off her spell. Bowling a 4th in a row. Nicely bowled, very nicely bowled. Going back to that delivery, which was quite full. And not compensating for that movement, Masalisa. And got bat down in the end. But this is really good pressure bowling from Hong Kong China. They say the power plays win or lose you the game. In this short format, Hong Kong China pretty much ahead in terms of the power play comparisons. Or nicely bowled, but nicely worked away towards the leg side as well. Should be able to come back for a couple. Ruchita Venkatej, the fielder there, sends Myra back. Masalisa decides to not go for that second one, and rightly so. Would have been curtains had she gone for that second one.
Yeah, really just need these two to stick out there in the middle, try to work the runs and the ball around, try to build a partnership. Something that Natasha and Yasmin were able to do for Hong Kong China.
Short ball. And I think she is the only bowler here in Hong Kong, Ikra Saha, who does not mind going short. She picked up a wicket after being hit for a boundary in the previous game. She got hit for a boundary off a length and then came back, bowled a short delivery to pick up a wicket. So definitely she's got that fast bowler mentality in her. Doesn't like getting hit for boundaries, and doesn't mind trying to go for that little bumper as well. Fuller again, and once again does not carry to Natasha Miles. Not sure how much closer she can get.
Good temperament there by the bowler. Not making it anything easy. Slightly short delivery followed by a fuller one outside off. Asking Myra to just have a swing at it.
Mairazati. A few inches inside the crease there. Oh, I think that's not given by the umpire. Would have been close, I think. Was really, really full. And with that away movement, that could be anything. Oh. Not given in favor of the bowler in the end there. And Ikra Saha has one more ball to claim a wicket if she can. Nicely bowled within the stumps, looking for a run, but not available there. What a spell of bowling from Ikra Saha. She was the one who started it off for Hong Kong China with that wicket of the very first delivery, and she's kept up the pressure. 4 overs for her, 6 for 1 is the reading. Brilliant spell. She'd take that any day of the week. Great start here for Hong Kong China with the ball. After 7, they are 10 for 3, the Malaysians, in their batting innings. And they can't hang about any longer, these Malaysian girls. They've got to start to take the game on now, or they'll be all but out of this one.
Yeah, they're gonna have to take a couple of chances, but still be very smart. 3 wickets down already, so really expect these two in the middle to put up some of the runs. The bulk of the runs need to be scored here. Just with the change in bowling, with some spin, see if the fortunes can change. Like a smart shot there, picked up on the leg, played it out into the deep for a single. Good shot there by Masalise. That brings Carrie Chan into the attack for Hong Kong China, replacing Alison Sue.
Lofts that one up and just flies it. Carrie Chan. Carrie Chan bowled well in the first game, picked up a couple of wickets. Was miserly in the second one. And there you go! Another wicket. Caught behind there. Really good catch there. Could have been a stumping as well. She was stuck outside the crease anyways, and the finger went up for the caught behind. Yep, definite nick there. That lack of pace helping the wicket keeper as well. Plenty of time for her to see that come through and grab it easily right in the center of the mitts. And there you go. There's another wicket down for Malaysia. Falling like a pack of cards now. 4 down, 11 for 4, 7.3 overs. And now it's going to be a mountainous task for Malaysia to overhaul this score of 134. In comes Noor Dania in at number 6.
Not what Malaysia wanted right there with the change in bowling. It does work for Hong Kong China. Another wicket there. Carrie Chan, always an experienced bowler, able to bring her skills into the game. Always impactful.
And just goes on to show what the mindset is for the skipper of the Hong Kong China side. They are just being very ruthless, not going to give anything away. They could have gone to the youngster just to ease her into the game, but they've decided to go with the most experienced of their bowlers. Ooh, a little shake of the head. That one probably drifting down the leg side. So they've decided to throw it to Carrie Chan, one of the very best here in Hong Kong China. And they're not going to take their foot off the pedal. They're going to keep squeezing. And goes hard down the ground. Mariko held the fielder there. And just 2 off that over for Mariko, for Carrie Chan. 1 wicket and a couple of runs. Another bowler with a very good start, and looks like I've got my wish. Storm Parker's just taking her cap off, and she's coming into the attack. And Yeah, mate, just keep your front elbow high, mate. And the net's there. Yeah, very nicely played, buddy. Very nicely played. Well done. Not a very safe position for that other padded up batter to be standing right next to the batter facing the ball.
Probably want to take a step or two behind.
Yeah, that's Pandey Ji coaching there. The evergreen Suresh Pandey, the Superman. And in comes Storm Parker for the first time. Ooh. Looks like it got a little bit of the pad. Storm Parker rushes in. Has a very fast run up. A proper sprint in when she is bowling. Yeah, she's definitely blossomed in the last 6 months. Storm Parker. And down the leg side. She's got protection on the boundary on the leg side there. Fine leg there. Picks it up. Ruchita Venkatesh.
Here we go, Sammy. Come on.
And just nodding the head there to the encouragement from her teammates. Ooh, nice in dipper there. And that's her natural delivery. She gets the ball to swirl back in to the right-handers. Storm Parker.
Really good ball there. Pitching it up full. Really asking both the batters there to try and dig it out. Good shape as well. And I think she can go very aggressive here with the way that Hong Kong, China have started.
Once again, nice ball. Another one coming back into the right-hander. It's a good start from Storm Parker. Dad would be happy. Mark Parker. Plenty of sport for Storm Parker. Her dad working really hard, making sure she turns up to all those trainings and looks after everything for her. It's great to have that support. So massive congrats and credits to Mark as well. Storm Parker really making a name for herself and doing well. Picked up, but straight to a fielder. Patrolling that fine leg area there, Ruchita Venkatesh. 3 off the first 5 deliveries. So a good start there for Storm Parker as well. Just needs to get out of the over without much damage. Malaysia still reeling at 16 runs in 8.5 overs. Oh, tapping that in, dipping. Deliveries there from Storm Park. Every time she starts wide of off stump, it looks very prodigious. It comes in sharply and ends up with a 3 in that over. So a good start there for the youngster. It's 16 for 4 for Malaysia after 9 overs.
Very strong start by Hong Kong, China. All the bowlers coming in right on the money from their very first delivery. Strong effort. And the Malaysian women have had it difficult so far.
It just shows the state of mind there for Malaysia. And just had so much time, got into such a good position and still ended up hitting it straight to a fielder. This one is very nicely worked. Good wrists there. And not going to run away to the boundary. I don't think it doesn't have the legs and will be picked up by Alison Siu. A couple of runs. Once again there, Marcelisa just favoring that leg side. Using her wrists to turn it away towards that vacant area at fine leg for Kerry Chan. And that is the end of that. Just plays it right back to the bowler, Kerry Chan. Fifth one down, half the side back in the hut, and looks like the umpires are gonna call for drinks in 9.3 overs. Marcelisa goes, and with her go the hopes of the Malaysian side. It's going to be near impossible task here from the Malaysians to still be able to overhaul this score, but we'll head into a little drink of a couple of minutes, and myself and Kanan will be back in about 2 minutes.
The club has been the cornerstone of the community since our formal registration in 1967. Initially focused on Indian community, we have embraced a diverse membership that reflects the multicultural fabric of Hong Kong. Membership at the club is open to all nationalities. We believe sports brings peoples together. We have 2 international tennis courts, and then we have 1 badminton court. We have a gym, we have function rooms, and a restaurant serving delicious ethnic Indian food. Cricket has found a new home in India Club. In the last 4 years, we have grown from 1 net to 6 nets, and we are the only club in Hong Kong to have 6 cricket nets, of which 2 nets are with actual turf.
Actually, we started our club in 2020. That time we have only 1 junior team and 1 senior team. We have now 11 junior teams. We have Saturday League 2 senior teams, and Sunday League also we got it last year. And we have a women's team we are also getting from last 2 years. So we're doing well, and we are just improving day by day, and that's our plan is to get more teams in junior league and senior league as well.
And we're back from the drinks. Well-deserved drinks there for the Hong Kong China women's side, and they've picked up half the side. And this one goes down the leg side, a bit quicker from Kerry Chan, and I think that'll be 5 extra runs added on to Malaysia's score. Now, I did say it's going to be a near impossible task, not that way. I think things have gone just a little bit too quiet for Malaysia as well, and they're struggling to just get out of it right now. They find themselves in proper quicksand now. They're pretty stuck, and somebody needs to play a good innings. Really nicely tossed up once again by Kerry Chan. Plenty of encouragement there from Ikra Saha. She's done with her spell, so she can afford to just have her voice a little bit. Got another game in the day, so they're gonna... Oh, she is boulder through her there, and this is now a bit of a possession there. 6 wickets down now for Malaysia. Yep, that drift inwards, and the carried on going in, and they disturbed the timber. 6 down now. And not a very auspicious start there for Noor Alia Muhammad. She gets off to a start she would least have wanted. Goes out for 0 in her very first game debut girl. 4th one for Malaysia, and in walks Ariana. As Kanan headed out, there was another fall of wicket. So they've been coming thick and fast now. And just another 4 more for Hong Kong China to wrap this one up. Oh, wrapped on the pads! And now the hand comes up only to pass on the cap and not the finger. And that's the end of another over from Kerry Chan. She picks up 3 wickets now. 3 for 9 off her 2 overs, and it's 23 for the loss of 6 for Malaysia inside 10 overs. Very happy, the Hong Kong China women's team. Just planning their after game plans, so just between Ikra Sahar and Mariam Bibi. Storm Parker continuing. Oh, that top edged onto her helmet, I think. But probably gonna have a little concussion check. The umpires will walk in, and the physio will also be called in. She's all smiles on Noor Dania's face, but yep, that's the protocol. And they've got to have a little word with Noor Dania.
As we take a quick break here, as the physio just checks up, ask a couple of questions, make sure everything is fine. Strong stuff by Hong Kong China here. Both of them are having a chat.
Physio there, still maybe just trying to get her full home address. Trying to get her to give her the lot number, the floor, the block. I hope she's not asking her to count backwards, because I'd mess that up.
Seems to be all okay now. Must have answered all the right questions there.
I hope she did.
We're just getting back into play. Continuing the 11th over now. Malaysia 23 for 6.
So far, the Hong Kong China women have done really well. And they look more and more likely to put on more points on the board in this tournament. In this, the Hong Kong China Women's T20I bilateral series, sponsored by India Club. Once again, moving back and just opening up that hip, turning it towards the leg side. Ruchita Venkatesh with a strong throw there from the boundary.
Yeah, so far I feel most of the runs coming on the leg side for the Malaysians, preferring to play it onto the leg side, pulling it away.
Yeah, plenty of plays and misses on the offside today. Oh, that is hit nicely, sounded nice, but Mariam is not gonna let that go for a boundary. It's gonna come back for the 2. Yeah, but that was nicely played. Good positive intent there from Ariana. That was very well played. I played it with the swing. So got it off the middle as well, just in the have the legs to go all the way for a boundary. Oh, goes hard, straight down the ground, straight to a fielder, but that is a good intent there from Ariana. It's a good bat swing as well. I haven't seen too much of her in the tournament so far.
Pair of good shots there, meeting it with the full face of the bat there.
Oh, that's a cotton ball once again. Just chipped back to Storm Parker. Another cotton ball in this innings. Second one. First one was off the bowling of Carrie Chen, and this one off the bowling of Storm Parker. Held on to it nicely in her follow-through.
Good delivery there. Soft dismissal in the end. Couple of powerful hits by Ariana, and in the end, a nice full delivery, unable to get it away from the bowler, and a comfortable catch taken by Storm Parker. She picks up her first wicket at the end of her second over.
So 11 gone. Storm has one. And every bowler that has bowled so far has picked up a wicket. Kerry has 3. Allison has 2. And Ikra has 1.
Yep, picking up the first wicket of the first ball. And from that start by Ikra, the rest of the bowling lineup has followed suit. And excellent performance by Hong Kong China here with the ball so far.
अच्छी बातें शाबाश
I think it's a tough on Malaysia as well. They've actually got to try and win this one
Let's go Gary शाबाश
if they are to stay in the tournament. And the way this game is going, this is going to give their net run rate a big hit by the looks of it. Hit nicely, but there's a fielder there, will only be 1.
Good on me
And good arm there from Mariko Hill on the boundary at long on.
Gary come on
And looks like there's going to be a change in bowling. Looks like Ruchita is getting warmed up.
Yeah, just rolling her arms over there at mid-off.
Tossed it up once again, very slow in pace, just asking the batter to make all the pace. And that one once again, just a little bit of bite, not much turn. We haven't really seen anything turn square yet. We haven't seen Joylin come into the ball, but we haven't really seen a lot of turn.
शाबाश Gary शाबाश
Great delivery there. Wide one, but just within the line.
एक बॉल भी नहीं आ रही
Good ball there, played down the ground. Pick up another single.
Nurdania back on strike. She is the more experienced batter, Nurdania. Hits it down the ground very nicely.
Gary ball यार good job
Nicely played for another single. It'll be interesting to see how Malaysia approach this back end of the innings, because they'll obviously know that now requiring 13.2, 13.3 and over is not going to be an easy task, but they still have to try and go for it, I'd say.
फाइन नहीं है मतलब इसका
Yeah, it's very difficult in a game like this when the asking rate is really getting out of hand.
Munir Dar on your screens there, head coach of the women's pathway there, just having a little word with the Storm Parker, one of her big players in the pathway.
1 2 3 4 वो 5 बाहर है 7
Nice pick up there from Ikra. She picked on having 5 fielders outside the circle, so just lets her skipper know, and they bring in that fine leg fielder who was initially on the boundary. Oh, another play and a miss.
Good first delivery there, just outside the off. No bat involved there.
Shorter one, but hit straight down the ground. Should only be a single to long on. Kerry Chan, the fielder there. Noor Khalesha, the fresher of the 2 batters. And Noor Dania, who's been out there for 15 deliveries. A little bit too late on that one as well. Good pace there from Ruchita Venkatesh.
wicket here, Shabaruche.
Back for length once again and hit straight down the ground to Rico Hill inside the circle there, mid off. Goes back, cuts it straight to Alison Siu on point there.
Very tidy over, first up by Ruchita.
Just a single off this over so far. Another short ball, and that lands in no man's land. It should only be a single, and that single will end the over. After 13, it's 31 for the loss of 7 for Malaysia. Ruchita with just a couple of runs in her first over. Looks like we have another change in bowling. Natasha just running through her bowling options, bringing in Joylene Kaur as well. So if there's going to be any turn on the wicket, it's probably going to be Joylene Kaur who's going to be able to extract it. Right arm orthodox spin. Joylene Kaur.
Very interesting position now for Malaysia with just 7 overs to go. I wonder what the two out in the middle are thinking. Do they just look to play through the overs and try to challenge anything?
Yep, turn right away, Kanan. Turn right away for Joylene Kaur. As soon as she comes on, she does get a bit of grip and starts off really nicely there. Oh, just a little outside edge there, running away towards that point fielder, Ikra Saha. Fielder positioned at point. And not very often that you see the premier fast bowler of a team fielding at point, but things are changing. And a lot of these fast bowlers do rate their fielding and work very hard. Now that one is down the leg side, worked away, work for Ellison on the deep square leg fence. Will still keep it down to 1. Really good fielding there. Shot it towards that side today.
Good shuffle around to make some room and play it onto the leg side. A lot more space there. All the fielders back onto the boundary.
Once again, drifting down the leg side. Probably the difference between Ruchita Venkatesh, who's also an off spinner, and Joylene Kaur. Joylene probably a little bit slower. So every time if she does happen to miss length, it's a chance for the batters to actually have enough time to go back on their back foot and work the ball around. Oh, where did that go from? I think she got a bit of an outside edge there. Joylene getting decent bounce.
Very good delivery there. Still got the right channel.
And just another 100 to get off 37 deliveries. Hit hard up in the air. Will Ruchi get to that one? It's a little bit too out of reach for Ruchita. Couldn't have got to that one, and that is now the end of another over after 14. It's 35 for the loss of 7. 36 now. And Mahdeep Kaur. Kerry Smith. I think that is Mrs. Parker, if I'm not wrong. And Munir Dar. I'm just taking some notes. And this is Nur Kalesha on strike.
Ruchita to continue.
A big full toss there. And is running down the leg side. Chance of a run out. Chance of a run out. Would be very close. And the finger goes up. And that is good fielding there by Joylene. And trying to come back for that risky second. That was good fielding there by Joylene Kaur. Good throw in. And the finger went up.
With the
Close but out.
full dive there by Noor Kalisha. Unfortunate not to be able to get and make her ground. Very close in the end. Dive put in there.
Brilliant decision there by Shelton. Just millimeters in that one. Really good. In comes the new batter. It looks like it's Noreen, and number 84. And a play and a miss there, and signaled wide by the umpire. It's cut away, nicely cut away by Noreen. Not sure if it's got the legs, but this is a good start from Noreen. She batted well in her very first game as well. Hasn't quite batted in the top after that, but she batted well in the first game. It looked like she had a good idea and a good measure of herself. Good delivery, very nice, very good length on that one. Played away to the skipper Natasha.
Yeah, opportunity for her to just get herself in. Get some experience out in the middle. Pulled away there. Straight to the short. Fine. Not a clean pickup by Jolene.
Just a tiny fumble there, really. Allowing them to get across. Would have been tight had she picked up first attempt. Hit away very nicely. Good timing on that one from Noreen. And now that should be the end of another over after. So still one more to go. So 14.5, another 39. The first one was a dismissal on an extra delivery. And the run out came on a wide ball. Okay, so now that over, that was a wicket off the first ball, and the umpires have called it over. So have the scorers. So we move on. After 15, it's 40 on the board for the loss of 8, and just another 2 wickets for Hong Kong China to pick up. And at the fall of the next wicket, I'll head out to just prepare for that post game. Hit nicely, head down the ground for a single by Noreen. I like what I see from Noreen. Goes back and no signals there. No signals from the umpire. Just saying you left your stance and moved outside the off stump.
A little tough on the batter there.
Oh, playing a miss there outside the off stump. Good delivery once again by Joylene Kaur.
Just a little bit of turn she is able to purchase.
She does give it a proper tweak. Nicely fielded in the covers there. We're yet to see Mariam Bibi. Ball. She might be given an over. Or maybe not. Cut away, will spin away further, and I think that's not going to run away down to the boundary. It's just going to hold up just inside the boundary there. And they'll only come back for a couple.
Little streaky there, but a little bit short and wide, able to get some runs as the ball lands and turns away from the fielder at backward point. At the end of the 16th over, Malaysia are 43 for 8.
That's 16 overs down, and Kerry Chan is back for her last over. She's picked up 3 wickets. Oh! Oh, close. I think she did get a bit of hand on that one. Not sure if Noor Dania had left her crease at all. It looks like she hadn't, so she's still intact.
Noreen playing some good shots here, good intention. Getting to the pitch of the ball.
I'm just enjoying the timing from her. It just seems like the sound of the bat is nice. And she's not, doesn't look hampered in her movement. Quicker ball down the leg side. This is signaled wide. Slower, much slower, and very nicely weighted. Well played towards that deep square fence. Will be looking to come back for the second. Strong throw in from Ikra Saha, but can't prevent the second. Nicely run there by Noreen and Noor Dania.
Yes, well weighted there by Noreen. I think something that the other Malaysian batters didn't do. And definitely some positives that they can learn from Noreen here. Oh, a full flighted delivery, landing right on the middle of the stumps. Noreen trying to get down to sweep it, does not get any contact on the ball, and given out by the umpire. Great delivery by Carey, flighted, dipping right in front, and she traps Noreen in front of the wickets and picks up another wicket.
And in walks Asia, the last wicket. And as that wicket falls, I'll also head out with Noreen. And I'll leave it to Kanan to finish off this game. And I'll prepare for the post-game.
Thank you, Asif, and we'll join you soon for that. Two more deliveries to go for Carey. Brilliant spell by her as well. 4 wickets so far. Appeal for a catch. umpires are just discussing. It should be just a dot delivery. Just a little question there by the Hong Kong China team, trying to wrap things up quickly now. Just the 1 wicket to secure their 3rd win of the series. Flighted beautifully again, and she cleans them up. What a delivery by Carey. That's a 5-wicket haul for her and a brilliant end for wrap up the Malaysian women's team's innings for 46 runs in 17 overs. What a performance by Hong Kong China. A very comprehensive victory, winning by over 88 runs. And an excellent win here to start off the day by Hong Kong China. Great effort there by Malaysia, but in the bat, not enough contributions from their team. And in the end, Hong Kong China able to bowl them out comfortably for 46. And that will bring us to the end of the first game for day 3 between Hong Kong, China and Malaysia. As we look at the match summary, Hong Kong, China were put into bat first by Malaysia, putting up 134 for the loss of 2 wickets. Top scorer Yasmin Daswani, not out on 62 from her 50 deliveries, with a brilliant partnership with the captain Natasha Miles with 44 from her 51 deliveries. Marco Hill also contributing with 11 runs as well. From the bowlers on Malaysia, Alicia opened the bowling, 1 wicket for 24 runs. Masalise, 1 wicket from her 4 overs for 36 runs. And just the 2 wickets that Malaysia were able to pick up. And looking at the Malaysian batting, they were bowled out for 46. No one was looking very comfortable for Malaysia. Really needed some partnerships there. In the end, Noor Dania, top scorer with 11 from her 23 deliveries not out. And for the bowling of Hong Kong China, pick of the bowlers was Carey Chan. 5-wicket haul for her from her 4-over spell. 15 runs given. Alison Siu and Ikra opened the innings for Hong Kong China.
You know, it's a good problem to have when batsmen are getting a chance to bat.
Yeah, all right. We'll see you again next game. Go and rest well. You've got one more game coming up. And now for the final presentation of the morning, we have Yasmin Daswani. I'm just going to have a word with her, and then we're going to carry on to get her trophy. Yasmin, how did you feel? You've been getting runs. You've been in those 30s pretty much regularly. How is it coming off your bat?
Today felt good. It was nice to get some runs on the board for the team. It's felt like, yeah, I'm really grateful for the opportunity, especially to bat, higher up the order. And it's easy to play with freedom when you have people like Carey, Bibi, Marina. We've just got such good batters. Shaz as well. When you know that they're coming, you can just play with freedom, which is an incredible position to be in.
This is not something new. We've seen this with you before as well. You're not afraid to get down on your knees and go for the scoops and all that. We haven't really seen them come off yet, but is this something that you actually practice a lot as well?
I actually don't practice it that much. I feel like it's something that I just kind of feel. So when the ball's in the right area, I kind of just go for it. But yeah, I definitely enjoy scooping the ball.
Yeah, so just last question. Obviously, you have a new setup here now, and with the new coach coming in, obviously a lot of stuff has been spoken about the SNC as well. How do you think that has contributed to the way you're batting right now?
Yeah, I think Tanu's been amazing. She's really got the girls like to buy into her programs. We're lifting heavier, so I think that's why the ball's traveling a lot further. Like you've seen some of the sixes that the girls can hit and the power hitting, and I think that's a lot of that is credit to Tanu, and also the agileness in the field and the speed as well. I think we're getting faster and fitter.
Okay, great talking to you. We'll have Pinky Sharma, the India Club treasurer, to come in and present the trophy to Yasmin. Yasmin, if you could stay here and just collect the trophy, please. And that is that from the presentation ceremony here. We are going to be back for the second game between China and Hong Kong, all to play for China. With this game, Malaysia losing, China now have an opportunity to get their foot into that final. We'll be back in about an hour's time.